It's that level of insane drive.
Yo, he's murdering Iron Man. Nah, he's bodying Iron Man. It's clipped. Yo, he's broken, bro. He's
that
broken.
Pushed him to use the Hellbat in his one-man invasion of Apocalypse
What?
in order to bring his son back to life.
Yes, sir. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, hey, all them a try, them can't deny. Nation, young boss. Young boss, is there?
You guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got for you guys some Iron Man, well, Batman versus Iron Man death battles. I guess this is the new season. I'm not too sure, but to be honest with you guys, this is 21 minutes. I'm not gonna make this longer than it gotta be. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is pretty lengthy, so.
Batman, DC's vengeful crusader of the night.
But,
Iron Man, Marvel's
down below,
put
who y'all think is gonna win the
These
death
two
battle
mortal
in the
men
comment
have
section
used their
before the battle
intellect and
actually begins.
determination to take their place alongside gods.
I'll be
And
honest,
being filthy
100%
stinking
Batman
rich
might be
sure
murdering
doesn't hurt either.
him.
He's
Batman
whiz
got
and
it. Come
I'm
on.
boomstick.
And it's our job
beat
to
that
analyze their weapons,
Very
armor,
few
and
people.
skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Come on now.
That's right, he's back. In case you're one of the many psycho supervillains stalking the streets of Gotham City, I would make peace with whatever god you pray to, because they won't save you from the goddamn Batman.
Facts.
But before he dressed like a giant rodent and employed little boys in booty shorts as meat shields, he was Bruce Wayne, scion
He's
of the
6'2"?
multi-billion-dollar
Damn.
company, Wayne Enterprises.
Until Mommy and Daddy got 360
Outside.
no-scope, leaving Bruce with a
Smartest
void
man.
inside him that could only be filled by
Amanda
the never-ending
considers him
quest for
metahuman.
justice and vengeance.
That night, Bruce Wayne died and the Batman was born. He would devote his life to perfecting his body and mind to become more than human. He would transcend his own mortality into legend.
Yeah.
A nightmare to haunt evildoers till the end of time.
Nah, Batman's a nightmare.
I feel like Zoloft and therapy would work too, but okay, whatever works.
Batman's resume is absurd. He's mastered 127 martial arts, trained in stealth and assassination,
Yes, sir.
and is a super genius with a photographic memory.
Wow.
He's the world's greatest detective, bar none.
Like how the League of Shadows needs to keep erasing Batman's memories because he keeps finding their secret base. Or the time he found a dead body with no entry or exit wound and a 40-year-old bullet nearby, and somehow determined it must have been fired backwards in time.
Despite
Oh,
being
shit.
A master marksman, escape artist,
Batman's
forensic
smart like
scientist,
that?
mechanical engineer, and
And Ninja,
one of Batman's assets stands above them all.
his fat
Nipples.
stats.
Oh, okay.
Pour his billions into tactical armor and gadgets
I
for
knew he was
every
gonna make a joke.
conceivable situation. If there's one
Justice
word
Buster.
to describe Batman, it's prepared.
Made of
Hellbat.
reinforced Kevlar and titanium,
Yeah.
his batsuit can resist knives and gunfire, and even protected him from this massive explosion. Judging by the size of the detonation, Batman's distance from the epicenter, and the surface area of his body, he must have withstood a blast
He
of nearly
survived that?
60 tons of TNT.
His cowl comes with night vision,
Nah, no
infrared, and
way.
a radio, while his utility belt is
This nigga got plot armor for days.
A grappling hook and batarangs, which he can control midair and set to explode.
It was these tools that allowed Batman to wage his one-man war on crime.
But once he got over his angsty loner phase, he helped found the Justice League of America in order to bring his personal brand of Bat Justice to the entire world.
And Batman's knack for schemes and preparations.
That was the
skyrocketed to max,
dopest cartoon
turning him
ever.
into Bat
The
God
Batman.
we all know and mean.
The Batman. Like, yo, that cartoon was fire, bro.
Like the time he developed a backup personality that would ensure he functions as Batman in case of a psychological attack that drove him mad. A backup human operating system. Like a computer, but it's his brain.
He even has
How the hell?
plans tailored to his teammates' weaknesses should they ever go rogue. He's developed contingencies for everything, which is why Bats comes prepared with extra suits for any occasion.
Like his Nightfall
That shit is hard.
Pain, or the Justice Buster, which he obviously designed to combat the Justice League. He even got a final Batsuit from his sixth dimensional self that can rewrite your mind.
But my favorite is his stylish zebra suit, which he wore after getting weird Magneto powers.
Zebra
They just
Batman?
made his suit look like this for some reason. There's also the Rainbow Batman suits, the Suit of Sorrows, and of course, the Bat Nipples. Chicks dig the Bat Nipples.
Oh,
All
God.
paid for with the Bat Credit Card. Never leave the cave without it.
But perhaps his greatest
He got a
suit
black
of armor,
card, for
the
real.
one designed to put him on the same level of insane mind-bending power as his league teammates, is the Hellbat.
AKA
That
the single
sounds
coolest
hard.
looking thing ever
Yeah.
invented.
Forged by Superman in the heart of the sun, each member of the Justice League contributed to this monstrous mech's abilities.
Really?
And boy, does it show! The Hellbat is absolutely hardcore!
Made of nanokinetic mesh, it can shapeshift around Batman's body and operates via telepathic link.
It can fly, turn invisible, and fire a bat-shaped chest laser. And by diverting all the suit's power into his fists, he can use the Devastator, a punch powered by Wonder Woman's strength. And she's strong enough to yank the friggin' Earth around. Though it does have a 95% chance of giving old Bats a heart attack.
Which he has given himself to save all of Gotham City on at least one occasion. It's that level of insane drive.
Yo, he's murdering Iron Man. Nah, he's bodying Iron Man. It's clipped. Yo, he's broken, bro. He's
that
broken.
pushed him to use the Hellbat in his one-man invasion of Apocalypse.
What?
In order to bring his son back to life.
You know, Apocalypse.
He really did a one-man
Himself,
invasion?
Darkseid. Batman stared down the final boss of DC Comics and actually kicked his ass.
Oh!
This is incredible, considering Darkseid is a being strong enough to destroy entire
Come on, bro.
universes.
Nobody's fucking with
Fast enough to
Batman.
fly to the edge of the universe in seconds. Since the DC universe is significantly larger than our own, that would be over 600 quintillion times the speed
Yo,
of
come
light.
on now.
That same Darkseid avatar even took a Shoryuken from Alan Scott, who was amped up from the energy of the multiverse.
I don't know what Alan Scott is,
And Bats
to be
cleaned
honest.
his clock just as hard.
But this incalculable strength is drawn from Batman's own life force.
Oh,
specifically
okay.
His metabolism.
Oh, got you.
Should any fight with the Hellbat go on too long, Batman may succumb to its hunger before finishing the fight himself. Or absorb someone else's biomass for fuel. That works too.
So basically, you'd have to be completely batshit insane to pilot this thing. And Bats, is...
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to break it to
Yeah.
you, but the grown man that wears his underwear
It's a
on
little
the
bit crazy.
outside isn't all there.
Yeah.
In keeping with being a perfectionist, though, he's completely aware of this. That's why he does not kill. Because if he did, he understands that he can't trust himself to know when to stop.
Batman has outsmarted the nigh-omniscient Metron, defeated his
Stop.
dark counterpart, the Batman Who Laughs, and humiliated
universe, together got
Superman
knowledge,
in a
or somebody.
one-on-one fight.
To life.
No, wait, that one's not
Okay.
canon. That one he technically had help. Yeah, that one.
Although many of his greatest accomplishments have been aided by his exceptional prep work and foreknowledge, he's no stranger to being put on the spot, even in the face of Armageddon. Who else would kick the Spectre, the Angel of Wrath, God's divine
Ooh.
judgment, in the face, and then tell him to get the hell out of his city?
That's
I'll
Batman.
tell
Come
you
on
who,
now.
the
Come on now.
goddamn motherfucking
Batman, nigga.
Batman.
Woo!
My parademons arrive soon.
Think I haven't planned for this?
Come on now. It's Batman, bro.
You would be forgiven.
I mean, I like Tony, but come on.
Genius, billionaire,
I love Tony Stark, but like,
Tony Stark.
between Batman or
Yeah,
Tony,
you can
it's
add massive
clip.
cracks
Batman's
to that list,
winning.
too.
Tony's parents died when he was still young, leaving the mind-bogglingly brilliant prodigy to inherit a multi-billion-dollar tech company.
With mommy and daddy's purse strings, Tony decided to live it up and down in booze and the ladies.
Which was problematic considering he made his fortune as a part of a
Cap,
military
Black
industrial
Widow.
complex.
Ain't Shang-Chi,
selling
really?
devastating high-tech arms to the highest bidder.
And Tony got to see his handiwork firsthand when it
Shang-Chi.
literally blew up in his face.
Damn.
Tony never had much of a heart to begin with, but after that, he literally had even less. Unlike so many men of weaker spirit, though, Tony refused to give up. He was made of tougher stuff. He was made of iron.
So he built himself a robot suit to bust the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And when he got back to the good old US of A, he devoted his life to protecting the world from the kinds of weapons he helped make by making an even better robot suit and becoming a superhero.
I am Iron Man.
Building new
That
suits
cartoon was
armor
good,
wasn't
too.
just a hobby for Tony, but an obsession. Over the course of his long career as a founding
That was a good
member of the
cartoon.
Avengers, he has constructed dozens of different models, which he can call to him at once like a literal one-man army.
Most of his armors come with the same basic toolkit: super strength, massively hypersonic flight, and repulsor blast.
Repulsors are extremely dense beams of muons, unstable subatomic particles similar to electrons. They're actually really interesting. See, they're classified as leptons, which don't have any substructures. Just sort of like...
It's a laser!
Just suck the fun out of it.
Thank you. That's it. That's what we need to know.
His armors also come with onboard AI, like Friday, which can hack into enemy technology, command his other suits to fight remotely, and operate down to the picosecond. That's 1/trillionth of a second.
Okay.
Even outdated armors are strong enough to blow up a chunk of rock as big as Manhattan. By taking a look at its speed, Tony's armor would have had to be hitting with an energy of nearly 300 teratons of TNT. That's 3 times stronger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Years spent defending the Earth has conditioned Tony to be prepared for any threat imaginable, and he has an armor for almost any occasion.
He's got an armor to bust Hulks, an armor to bust Thors, an armor that can turn intangible, a super tiny armor that can mess with your insides, and an armor made of white sticky alien goo. Definitely not legal in all 50 states.
Gross. In order to remain as flexible as possible, though, his standard go-to is the Model Prime. It has all the classic Iron Man staples and has even incorporated size changing for extra strength, an invisible stealth mode,
and a badass lightning samurai sword.
Really?
Say what you want about the smug son of a bitch, but he's
that's hard.
Style and crippling alcoholism. But look who's talking.
It was more than likely that same devil-may-care attitude that led to Tony revealing his secret identity to the world, which I guess had no consequences.
Look, Wiz, when you build a space laser strong enough to wipe out alien fleets in one shot, I don't think the Mandarin is going to interrupt your shawarma lunch date.
That space laser is a Dyson sphere, a speculative superstructure that is meant to encircle an entire star and harness its energy. Something only possible by a theoretical Type 2 civilization on the Kardashev scale.
It's basically when you're galaxy-brained enough to draw power from the entire solar system.
I know it's comics, but the fact that Tony just has
he might win
is insane.
He might win.
Known as Soul's Hammer, Tony's incomplete sphere is strong enough to destroy a planet at only a 2% charge.
Didn't you work on one of those? I remember you talking about how it would solve your student loan problems once and for all.
On behalf of the families of several planets that no longer exist, I'm not legally at liberty to discuss that.
Years of protecting the world from aliens, gods, and even his friends. All of that stuff wore Tony down and turned him into the one thing he promised himself he would never become: a narc.
Siding with U.S. government's enforcement of the Superhuman Registration Act
led to
Civil
War
between superheroes.
I love this comic and the game.
It wouldn't be his last.
Though it did prove he could hang with the best of them. He's beaten Captain America in hand-to-hand combat, survived blows from Thor, and even took down the Worldbreaker Hulk.
He even matched Magneto. Magneto, the guy that controls metal, the thing that surrounds Tony's entire body, by amplifying his power with Jupiter's magnetic field.
And then Max punched him with
Shadow
the
the
power
Phoenix
of the
Force.
sun, and it was like no big deal. There really doesn't seem to be a limit to how insane Tony's tech gets. In the movies, this is the same guy that figured out time
Facts.
just sitting around one evening. In the time it takes me to down a beer, Tony's already shattered the laws of physics. Yeah, sure. Go to the Middle Ages and play nights with Dr. Doom, you scamp.
Perhaps his greatest invention of all, however, was the E-scape, an entire virtual universe where the only limit is his imagination.
And because Tony's nothing if not predictable, he made an armor out of it. That's right, he made an armor out of a universe.
This virtual armor is composed of solid holograms that can form any weapon Tony can think of. But even it likely cannot compare to the armor Tony created inside the E-scape, the Godbuster.
It's literally Iron Man going Super Saiyan. The Godbuster was so powerful it destroyed the entire E-scape in a single blast, along with the AI controlling all of it.
An earlier iteration of the Godbuster was able to stand up to Celestials, cosmic gods that can warp reality, like Galactus, Odin, and Franklin, who can threaten the multiverse with their power.
He's a Celestial?
So it lives up to the friggin' name, in case you were wondering. But it isn't that kind of power that makes Tony special. After a life spent wallowing in vice and pleasure, Tony rebuilt himself into a man he could be proud of.
Yeah, he
Someone
did.
who could sacrifice everything to save the world.
I suppose underneath it all, that man of iron had a heart of gold.
You want my property? You can't have it. But I did you a big favor. I have successfully privatized world peace.
All right, we back. What are you listening to?
Hey, Bats! Now, I can respect a man with a healthy sense of paranoia and billions to spare, but Steve and Nat are really up my ass about this. Take the Watchtower offline now. Bruce.
You don't want this fight, Tony. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life.
Facts. Tell him. Woo!
Clark, do you read me? The Watchtower is being attacked.
Seriously, Bats? I figured out hacking in the 2nd grade. How do you think I got in here? Aside from...
Now let's keep it above. He ain't. Tony ain't got the hands to hands like Bats do.
I thought we were grown-ups here.
Ready when you are.
Come on now, he ain't really need to use that right now. Really?
Soul's Hammer online pronto. Match my coordinates. I'll try to... Oh.
Batman might lose this one. Only because I know for a fact when they start using they power-ups, then they're going to end up losing. They did that shit to Xehanort. Nah, like, it's clipped. Alright, Iron Man might win. Only cause, like I said, only because he ended up popping out the Hellbat earlier when he got a bunch of other suits. That's, I don't know, he might. Because he didn't need to bring that out. Like, really? Alright.
What did you expect? I am Batman.
And I am Iron Man. I've got a suit for everything, Bats, including busting wannabe gods like you.
Bust this.
Yeah, that bullshit.
Had to divert some power to hacking that suit. Like I said, 2nd grade. Friday, fire the hammer!
If Batman don't get out of this, I'm gonna be furious. Woo!
Holy shit. No more armors, Tony. Just you and me. Man to man.
Well, man to genius billionaire playboy.
That's right!
Maybe just one more. Model 58, the nano armor. Snuck it into your body, back on the Watchtower.
Ooh.
Friday, initiate self-destruct. Friday, I could really use a drink.
Nah, man.
Oh, come on!
Right.
You know, if they fought naked, Batman would have beat the shit out of him.
Come on
While
now.
Batman is a character defined
They ain't
by
never
his
said
innate
nothing about he could put it on
or
other people.
genius, so is Tony Stark. So neither could rely on that skill set.
Now he can
alone
put the
to
nano
pull
suit
them
on other
through.
people.
And it
That's
shouldn't come as
something
a
y'all need to
surprise.
say.
Batman's standard Batsuit couldn't quite hold up to the
What happened to
firepower
like
of
the
even
4 or
most
5 other
basic
suits
Iron
Batman
Man
had?
armor. The Batsuit is surprisingly tough, sure, but it isn't taking hits from a dude that can punch apart Manhattan. And despite Bats having a ton of nifty gadgets, Iron Man's armors were way more varied and powerful. With so many unique and often alien abilities, there was no way Bats could predict all of them.
With time, he could certainly figure out a plan of attack, but since Tony is just as much a genius schemer as Batman, he could do the same.
There are lots of cases where he would have won, especially with his ace in the hole, the Hellbat.
The Hellbat's raw power and speed.
I don't get this. How is-
absolutely
what?
The majority of Iron Man's arsenal,
Likewise, it
and
cannot
could have
count the
killed him
ability of
immediately
certain Iron
were it
Man
not
suits.
for Tony's own trump cards.
Like
How,
the
Sway?
Godbuster, which was
It
definitely
was made
strong
to
enough
fight
to
gods,
contend
but
with
okay.
it. The Hellbat could take on Darkseid, but a weaker version of the Godbuster could hold its own against Celestials.
Darkseid was a being capable of threatening the multiverse with his power and moving many times faster than light, but the Celestials were capable of the same.
With an armor that strong, Tony could buy himself enough time to break out all his other tricks, like sneaking nano armors into Batman's body, phasing through him with ghost tech, draining the Hellbat's power, or just hacking his suit and shutting it off.
And with an army of armors at his beck and call, Tony could certainly hold Batman
feel
off
like-
long
I
enough
feel
to
like
employ
Batman
those
coulda hacked it
strategies.
too,
Hell,
but okay.
since he can control them remotely, he technically didn't even need to be there and put himself in harm's way.
And remember, the Hellbat used Batman's own life force as a battery. He needed to end the fight quick or else his own armor would kill him first. With Tony throwing an army at him, he didn't have a good way of doing that. Tony just had way too much shit to throw at Batman, while Batman didn't have the time or options he needed to keep up.
Batman may have
I
been
feel
a
like
god
Batman's
among
been
men,
able to-
but
to
Iron
do
Man's
stuff
wealth
on
of
the fly
gadgets,
too, but
insanely
okay.
powerful tech, and greater mechanical experience allowed him to crush the Cape Crusader.
You might think it's an injustice that Batman's gonna need avenging, but Iron Man was in a whole nother league.
The winner is
Yeah, whatever,
Iron
man.
Man.
Who's next? Who's next?
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you're looking for something else to watch, we just released a brand new show called Last Laugh on Rooster Teeth.
Last Laugh?
It's all about people trying to make each other laugh and everybody trying not to.
Yeah.
Check it out by clicking the box below me. Thanks.
Okay, who's next one? Reverse Flash versus Goku Black. That's a weird matchup, but okay. That's a super weird matchup, but oh, all right. If that's what y'all going with, I support it. I fuck with it. All right, guys, that was the Death Battle Batman versus Iron Man reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now that I got that out the way, that was a troubling video to watch, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't know the math, so they gonna cheat my man Batman, but you know it is what it is. Okay.